Alright, if you're joining me, I've got my list here of my storytelling. The next one, we played my very first full band. We played at Maxine Tavern. It was a rough place. And if anybody out there knows about Maxine Tavern, aka also known as the Pink Lizard, it's had several different names. Maxine Cafe, when we played there, it was called Maxine Tavern. So this is a story about Maxine Tavern. It was me on drums, Roger Ragsdale on lead and singing, Dennis Ragsdale on rhythm and singer, and I should say vocals, I guess, and Stan Ballinger on bass guitar, and he sung a few songs. I didn't sing, and there's a reason. I make a noise, that's what I do. But anyway, it was so rough. We played Friday and Saturday night. That's back when just about everybody had house bands. They didn't swap around like they do now. Right now, if you just absolutely ain't friends with somebody, it's hard to keep up with where they playing, and I don't like it. Some places can swap around bands, but some places ought to go to house bands. They ought to pick a really good band that their regular crowd loves, and cause after all, they come there to drink and dance. Or most clubs. That's the way most clubs are. If it's a dance place, they come to dance and drink and do their thing, you know. But anyway, Maxine Tavern, there was always something happening down there. And if you know Maxine, or aka Pink Lizard, you know what I'm talking about. I made some really good friends down there. I knew just about everybody down there and was friends with them, because when we would break, I would go around to each table. I'd want to know their name, what they wanted to hear, shake their hands, buy them a beer even, you know. That was me. Matter of fact, one of them one time asked me, they said, we like you, you know, you come around here and talk to us and everything. But he said the rest of the band, they get over there in the corner at the band table and just sit there on break. They don't go around. I meet people. If y'all know me, y'all know that's what I do. But they wanted to know, you know, what's wrong with them other band members? Why don't they come around like you do and meet us? I said, I can't tell you that. You know, that's up to them. I like to meet people, and you know, they love it when you do a song and mention their name. You know, Bob over there, he wants to hear so-and-so song, and Bob will look around like, that's me. He just said my name. You know, that's the way it is, man. I know that. So, you know, there was always something happening down there. I remember one time, and I still remember the song. I taped a lot of us playing down there, and I'll play you a little bit of it. And it wasn't very good. You know, back then we used like Marlboro speakers and Sears and Roebuck guitars. I think I got my first set of drums and it's probably the ones I first used down there, from J.C. Penney's. I had a J.C. Penney's credit card, and I bought them drums. If I ain't mistaken, they was $350. A brand new set of, it was red sparkly drums. And I don't remember about the hardware that went with it. I might have bought them separate. But anyway, I used to tape a lot down there, and we taped, you know, them old flat recorders, you know, you just mash the play and the record, and we'd just leave it on the table and let it record. And I used to have this particular song on there, but I lost the tape that it was on. So I ain't got it no more, and I don't know where it's at, but I remember we was playing, and this is the song we was playing. If I said you had a beautiful body, would you, who is that, Exile? Would you hold it again? And all of a sudden, you know, them people down on the river, they get drunk crazy. So I heard something, bam, bam, bam. And I looked out there around the dance floor. It wasn't on the dance floor. It was closer to the door, I guess. Somebody had a fold-up chair just hitting on the ground. And I thought, man, well, he's done lost it. But come to find out, there was somebody laying on the floor that he was beating the crap out of. And they say every time he would come up with the chair, the guy would raise up with a knife and swat at him. Matter of fact, he cut several people during that altercation. And I had this on tape, but I've lost the tape. And we counted how many times he hit him with that chair. 11. 11 times. And anyway, I don't know what started the fight, but there was always something going on. Even shootings. Somebody shooting a gun or shooting at somebody or fighting, cutting. Something went on down there. I remember I was close to the door one time. I think I was just coming in. And this was after a break, you know, and I was just coming in. And this girl was straddled of this other one that was sitting on a chair, beating the crap out of her while she was sitting on her. And finally, they got the girl and put her outside. Well, Maxine has got 3 portholes, kind of diagonal, like this right here. But they had like a big old boat lock. I think that boat lock is about that big around. I mean, it was a big boat lock. And they put that girl outside and actually locked the door with that boat lock. All of a sudden, this girl breaks the bottom and puts her hand in there trying to find that boat lock to get back in. And she was cutting her arm up right here because of the broke glass for where she just broke it. And finally, they had to let her back in. But the other girl, they had let her go out the side door. They had a front door and a side door behind the bar. That's another altercation. Another one. If y'all know Maxine, the front of it is just windows. Somebody could shoot a gun outside, and it sounded like it was inside. So we heard a gunfire. Wes Glassy, he played in our band then. Dennis and Roger and Stan quit. Dennis, me, and we hired Wes Glassy. Y'all know Wes Glassy from Who Shot Lizzie, and he's playing with Tommy Crowder now. But anyway, Wes was there. We heard the gunshot. Everybody starts getting down. I get off the drums and get behind I think it was a bass. No, it wasn't a bass because we didn't have a bass. But I got behind an amplifier, stooped down like this. All of a sudden, Wes comes beside me. I'm looking beside him. And he said, let me get in there. So I scoot over a little bit and let him behind there. And I look up, and I ain't behind it no more. Wes scooted me right out. It was funny as all get out. Another time, something happened on the inside. Now this time I put together a third band and went down there. It was me, Mike Allen, and Jimmy Pritchett. Jimmy's in Nashville now. You know, Jimmy's wife, she is a nanny or used to be a nanny for Nicole Kidman. I didn't know if y'all knew that or not. Jimmy's a real good musician though. Jimmy's a good feller. And me, Mike Allen, and Jimmy was playing down there. Something happened. I don't remember what happened, a gunfire or something. And all of a sudden, everybody scattered and everything. And then we resumed playing. After we went on break, I was talking to one of the waitresses or somebody behind the bar. And I asked him, I said, where did y'all go when all this was going on? And one of them waitresses said, well, I was back here, and he said somebody came and almost knocked me down. I mean, they was like digging it and went out the side door right there. I said, man, I said, everybody scattered, didn't they? We went on the next break. I was talking to Mike Allen. We got talking about this altercation again. And I said, Mike, where did you go during all this? He said, man, I went behind the bar and went out that side door. It was Mike Allen that done it. He's the one that liked to kill the girl. Here's another one. Now this was basically drunks. It wasn't nothing really. Young people, you know, if you call, I don't know if you know it or not, but if you call the police down there, it would take them an hour and a half to get there, because they'd either have to come out of Hueytown or somewhere like that to get there. Weird. But this time, it was all over. We done got through playing. Everybody was going home. You know, you used to play from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Now you have to quit at 1:30 because everybody except the waitresses has got to be out of the building by 2 o'clock. Okay? So we was all going outside, and some guy had walked out there, and I seen him. I seen it happen. He kind of stumbled and fell forward and hit his head on a bumper of one of the cars that had pulled up there. Well, the girl come out and they was drunk. I mean, the drunk where they don't make no sense. That kind of drunk. Everybody was, you know, petting him and everything because they seen it too, you know. All he done is hit his head, you know, pretty good. And he was trying to get up, you know. He was too drunk to get up, but he was trying to get up. His girlfriend comes out there and straddles him. He had a heart attack. Somebody called 911. He had a heart attack. And I said, I don't think he had a heart attack. And she's like, no, he's having a heart attack. And she was on top of him, and he was still trying to get up with her on top of him. And she wouldn't let him get up. He having a heart attack. It's Maxine Tavern, y'all. And there was many more just like it. We ended up moving from Maxine and going on down towards 269 and down the, what is that road? I forget. Everybody knows it as Mall Haywoods. It was not Mall Haywoods when we played there. It was called George's Place. It was George Nichols. He had brothers. Bible, y'all remember Bible? Used to go down there. Bible was one of the good friends of mine. I like old Bible. They was river rats now. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's good people. That was kind of people that would watch you back if you got in trouble. But George, he was a big old guy, and they tell me he used to be a boxer, actually, because he was a big guy. And I never seen I almost seen an altercation down there. Now, if you know Mall Haywoods, it used to flood down there because it's right on the river. I mean, it's on, and it was a double-decker. And the bottom kept flooding. So they moved the club upstairs where it wouldn't flood. And they built these makeshift steps up to one of the ledges and built a thing you could hold on to, and you actually used to have to walk out that ledge and then go in. But I never seen an altercation. I almost did a couple of times, but never seen an altercation. And I was telling people that, and they told me, they said, oh, there was an altercation all right, but George wouldn't let it happen inside. He sent them outside. He said the altercations happened outside. But anyway, that was Maxine Tavern. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, y'all. Till next time, George's True Stories.